Hello, my loves, and welcome. Okay, so just to be on the clear, it is a little late tonight. And the reason why is because I am doing basically my skincare regimen before I go to bed. So the only difference is between morning and night is basically two things. Number one, the kind of cream or moisturizer that you use. And number two is definitely sunscreen. And my number one top choice for sunscreen is by Aveda. The reason why I love Aveda's sunscreen is because you can actually put it on right after you moisturize, put it onto your skin, allow it to soak in for 2 minutes, and then apply makeup over. You do not get a flashback. So great for brides, okay? Or camera work or anything like that. So what I'm going to do tonight is so much fun. So I am going to actually show you on one side of my face the cleansing process and the whole 9 yards, what I do. Now, I'm not going to go crazy. I see a lot of times on YouTube, and I see a lot of beauty gurus who really just want to take this beautiful bottle of oil, right? And they want to soak it all up and just drip it across the face. Okay, number one, that's abusive product. And I was a huge offender when I was young. Just because I felt like, oh, I have to defy age. I have to be on top of it. So this is me without a stitch of makeup. If you're wondering what all these scars are, you can actually go onto my Facebook and see. A few years back, I was in a pretty hellacious car accident and I went through a windshield and died. However, my life changed for the better because of it. Because of it, I was able to meet my husband and have a really good life with some amazing friends and appreciate it more. So tonight is all about seeing your true self, seeing your beauty, making sure that you recognize your beauty. Because what I like to do, yeah, we all have flaws. Look, I am missing teeth down here. That is a flaw. It's my pirate tooth. I can like pop a cork with it. But hey, it's a part of me. I love it. I am in the process of getting a bottom plate, I guess is what they call it, in order to fill in those gaps. But for the time being, I'm okay with it. So yeah, it's just a matter of being able to look in the mirror and like what you see. So sometimes it can be a little crazy when we look in the mirror. We're going, oh, my pores, my wrinkles, my this, my that. I'm going to show you some tricks tonight and some tools. Please don't get intimidated. And like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to DM me on Instagram or shoot me a message and or leave something in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. And then, yeah, I will answer those for you. And maybe we can go back and do another tutorial and I can show you some other things. So number one, there are three normal, well, there's about 3 types of skin basically. So the 3 types of skin are going to be your dry, your oily, and your combination. I myself am a combination skin. So I get really dry through here, down here, around my nose. Like this is the driest point on me, okay? And then the rest of me is just kind of like glossy, which is cool. I'm down with that, you know. I'm cool. So, was that believable? Because I didn't believe her. So I'm combination skin. So for dry skin, you're definitely going to want to use something more hydrating as far as cleanser. You're going to want to use a cream cleanser. There are some brands out there that if you can't really go full on top shelf and blow a budget at Nordstrom on some crazy stuff, which I love. There are some things there I love. Like I love the product line Fresh. I love Omorovicza. You will be seeing me use Omorovicza tonight in some of my things because I absolutely love their toning spray. I can go into more details about Omorovicza just because I love it so much. I'm not going to. That's just a lot of info. I do love Sicily. I'm a huge fan of Dior. I love Dior Prestige. I love the Classic Total. Those are some like, you know, bougie brands that are great. And if you can afford that, good for you. I can't afford that right now. So I am basically using up what's left of my Primo in order to show this, but I am actually going to be showing you some other things that I've discovered that I truly love. First product I'm going to talk about when it comes to face wash. If you have a cream cleanser, yeah, great. Those brands are great. However, a company by the name of Bliss Cosmetics, I hate doing that. It's so YouTube-y. It's Bliss Cosmetics. Let me pen out. You can go on their website. And what I love about their website at Bliss is the fact that when you go on their website, number one, it tells you where you can buy it, which is Target. Back in the day, I was first introduced to Bliss through Nordstrom. When I worked there in the early 2000s, Bliss had popped onto the market as a high-end spa. Their spas throughout the world are actually amazing. So I'm very impressed that they are able to make an affordable product sold at Target. So once again, Bliss, gotta love it. And they make a variety of cleansers. So you have cream cleansers, which is for your oily skin. You have a foaming cleanser. Wait, strike that, reverse it. I'm not gonna edit it because we're gonna keep it real. So cream cleanser for dry skin. So you're dry, you're a little older. I myself am mature. So sometimes I bounce back and forth between my cleansers. I like to go cream if I'm like, really needing that hydration, or I do a gel. Gel cleansers are really good for combination skin. So a gel cleanser, you get a soft foam, but it's not a harsh foam. And then you have, of course, your foaming cleansers. Now, foaming cleansers are more for the oily skin, the compacted pores, that kind of thing, to really get that dirt out, to really get in there and scrape it out. So on that note, I'm going to start. So I'm first going to show you real quick by moisturizing half of my face. So I have a little bowl of water here. I would pen down and show you, but then I would have to redo the camera, and that's a lot of work. So grabbing some moisture, I am going to apply that moisture to part of my face. Now, the best time I love to wash my face is in the shower, just because the hot steam, everything in that shower is really working toward my skin. Gotta love it. So then I'm going to take my cleanser. Now, because I'm doing half of my face, I'm only going to do half a pump. You have to remember that when doing any type of skincare regimen, the majority of these will come pre-measured for you. So when I see a lot of people just splashing that stuff across their face and going to town, I'm going, whoa, that's an abusive product. We'll get more on that later. So half a pump for half of my face. A little more water here. And then circular motion, I'm going to massage this into my skin. Up through the nose. Now, the reason why I'm using small circular motions is because I really want that to get deep into my skin and start loosening up all that material. Now, also remember that before you start your actual cleanse, like I'm doing now, if you are wearing makeup or have been wearing makeup throughout your day, use a good makeup remover first. The one from Morphe is absolutely amazing. Very comparable to Estee Lauder's. You didn't hear it from me, but I guess you did. Very comparable to Estee Lauder's, and no one can really afford Estee Lauder right now. But Morphe's is amazing. It's just like the Estee Lauder's without that old lady smell. I myself love that old lady smell. It's part of the reason why I'm a fan of Estee Lauder. So as you can see, I am just working this right into my skin. You are seeing some light foaming. Okay. So after your skin is clean, you would then go in with a exfoliant. So you would rinse this all off nice and clean, and then go on with a light exfoliant. Nothing too abrasive. If you have that horrible, rotten, evil apricot scrub in your cabinet or in your sink, throw it away. Anything like that is actually too abrasive. Save it for your feet, girl. Do not put it on your face because all you're doing is creating micro tears into your skin, which is going to cause premature aging. Also, be aware of essential oils in product. I don't like to use lavender. I know it's hot right now. But if you really want that calming, soothing smell, if you don't like roses, go to basil. Sweet basil is actually an amazing aroma, very similar to lavender. It's beautiful. And plus, there's a lot of people out there who can't use lavender. So if you are doing this for somebody as a special treat or a gift, people who are prone to seizures, things like that, should really not use lavender, to use a sweet basil instead. So moving on. If you have a really good exfoliant, use it. A mild exfoliant, unless you really need to go ham. But once again, Bliss has a beautiful exfoliant. A lot of brands out there have really beautiful exfoliants. I would stay away from anything that has too much acid in it. A lot of brands out there right now are tapping into that vitamin C. Look at me, I'm citrus. Well, unless it's a vitamin C ester, it's not really doing the penetration that you need. And it's mostly just too acidic. So definitely read up. And once again, any questions, DM me. Leave me a message and I will get to you. So moving on, I am not going to use an exfoliant. Instead, I'm going to use my soap that I have. And I'm going to use my Clarisonic. So I love this little tool. I've had this little tool forever. Back in the day, it came with a lifetime warranty, which I've never had to use. So it's a matter of selecting your setting. I'm going to go low. Make sure your bristles are nice and low. And the great thing about the Clarisonic is that, like the Clarisonic toothbrush, it is going to send ultrasonic waves deep within your pores and bring up all of that goop. Small circular motions underneath the eye, over the eye, through the forehead. Now, the Clarisonic does let you know when a section of your face is up. I don't know if you can hear it from there. You can probably hear the buzzing, but it gives off a very subtle beep. So basically, if I was working on my forehead right now, I'm doing the entire forehead, and since I'm not, I'm going all the way down. You would work on your forehead until you hear it beep, until you hear that beep. Then you would move down and do another section of your face until you feel that beep. As you can see, I am taking this and I am pulling away from the inside of my nose. Why do we always do that when we're doing stuff like this? We gotta go right here. And when you start talking like that, it makes no sense to me, girl. I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to pretend that just set off my second beep, but because I'm only doing half my face, I'm not going to do all 4 beeps. Okay. So then we're going to rinse. So if you're using an exfoliator that has the micro beads in it, hi. Let me see you with my good eye. If you're using that, if you're using it in an exfoliator and it has the micro beads in it, do not use a Clarisonic. I repeat, do not use a Clarisonic. You don't have to use any type of abrasive brush or anything like that when using the micro beads. That's what the micro beads are there for. you're just causing extra hoo-ha to your skin. You don't want to aggravate it that much, okay? So once again, microbeads, we do not, I repeat, do not use any type of brush scrub with it, okay? All right. As you can already kind of see the difference in like the brightening of my skin. Over here is a little more dull. Over here has a little more color. And it's not just because I aggravated it. Or is it? No, not really. But kind of, sort of. All right. Moving on. So now that we're moving on, once again on one half of my face so that you can totally see a little, you can see the difference. So moving on, I'm going to start with something that I like to do. This is actually by Dr. Gross. Okay. Pan out, focus, zoom. There we go. Okay, yay. So this is by Dr. Gross. This is Alpha Beta Pill, the original formula. Okay. Now there's 2 steps in here. There's step 1 and step 2. Step 1 is the surface refiner. So what that does is that the alpha beta acids in here and the other ingredients, what is one of the key ones? Oh, I don't have the big box. It's on the box. It's got some really good stuff in here. Okay. So what I love about it is, number 1 is that when we use this, it comes in a little pad, and you usually get this in a 30-day supply, and you use it once a day. So, ta-da, look at that, how cute. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Oh, and it smells kind of good. So the trick is when you use this, okay, when we use this, we're going to, once again, circular motion, brushing downward, underneath the eye, over the eye. You do not want to put this up right underneath your eye. You're going to want to keep this right on that jawbone, okay? And right in that bone area here, okay? Do not take this and go right across your eye. You will feel it. It is not meant for your eye. Don't do that. Okay. All right. I would take this normally. This whole pad would go right across my face. But since I'm only doing half. Now we just give it 2 minutes to dry. So in that 2-minute period, I'm just going to say, hey, welcome, love ya. How's everybody doing? You doing okay out there? I'm doing okay in here. Yeah. Okay, back to product. So there are many different products on the shelf out there. Like I said, Dior is one of my favorite top shelf. Sicily, one of my favorite top shelf. Omorovicza, definitely one of my favorite top shelf. If you don't want to spend that kind of money, but you don't want to necessarily buy drugstore, I hope you have a pen and paper and are writing this down. Or actually, I'll probably drop some in the notes below. But great price point brands that you can definitely buy inside Nordstrom are going to be Arcona. Love Arcona. Arcona is a very quasi-luxe brand, but not quite Target. Okay, so it was created. It's actually a very beautiful brand. It was created by a woman who had all these science degrees behind her for her husband, who was battling cancer and wanted him to use something to make his skin more glowing and youthful, which I thought was beautiful. And she came up with this amazing line. It's all plant and organic based. Beautiful, beautiful line. My husband, he loves it. I like it. There's some products in there that I really do care for, but as far for me, I'm very anti-age, tons of moisture. There are, like I said, some things in there that I love that offer that, but I like my old lady creams. That's just me though. Like I said, this is all about how you feel, what products are comfortable for you. Another great one in there is called Fresh. That too is an amazing line. The price point, it's in between. Okay, it's in between. So if you can't really shop there and you need to shop outside, Target. I'm telling you right now, go to Target. Target has amped up their game, people. So they have a product line there called This one's called Number 7. This is what I got as a nighttime cream. I love it. The price point was amazing. A little bit goes a long way, and I'll show you how little to use on your creams. A lot of people are abusing this stuff. Stop. Okay, let me do pad 2 and I'll continue talking. So pad 2 is the deeper treatment. So now that we have smoothed the skin and smoothed the pores, I'm going to go ahead and do this. So some of you, Sarah, Gage, I hope you're listening. Some of you had questions about pores and fine lines and wrinkles. This will actually help tremendously. You will see such a difference within the first 30 days of using it. I love it. There are other products out there that are also amazing. I do love a good little chemical mask, something light and fluffy for the skin. Nothing too vulgar without having to go see a doctor for that stuff. Just over-the-counter stuff that you can do on your own, which is also really good. You can't really get this kind of product, the potency that you need, or I haven't done the research yet at like a Target. I will definitely look into that for you guys and find out, because I know for a 30-day supply, these are about like $50, which isn't bad if you think about it. Not bad if you think about it. It's like, what, $1 something per packet? Not bad. Okay. So that's all. I'm going to let that rest. So now that that is there and we're breathing here, where was I? Chemicals are going to my brain. Oh, yes. Okay, so definitely different kinds of peels and masks out there. The one that I'm doing right now, you cannot, and I repeat, cannot do any alcohol after you put this on. So if you have anything that has alcohol in it, you cannot put that on. And be careful. Read your ingredients. And if you have a question on an ingredient, once again, DM me. Message me, let me know, ask me. The reason why is because some moisturizers out there, some of the lesser quality ones, they do have certain alcohols in their product, and you really need to be careful with that, okay? If you're looking for a really good toner with no alcohol, the Omorovicza, love it. But if you can't afford that price point, good old-fashioned witch hazel is one of my favorite toners to use. And if you take that good old-fashioned witch hazel and put a little rose water in it, that you're going to get the best. I'm not even playing with you. That is the best toner you can possibly use. You can get rose water through an Indian store. Make sure it is an actual rose water, or Persian store, Persian market, or even online. I've gotten it off of Amazon, and I really enjoyed it. Oh, I wasn't supposed to spray that side, but I just love it. Okay, so now that all that's done, moving on. Step 2 is serum. So we always apply a serum. Our serums go on before our creams. And the reason being is because the way a serum works is that it's meant to act as a sponge to pull your product even further into your skin. Now, before that, I do have a few other tools I'm going to be whipping out. And only because people ask me, Beau, what do you use? Well, I'm showing you what I use. So the first thing I'm going to use is this. Isn't that scary? So this is called the GLOpro. Okay. It's one of my favorite little devices. Basically, everybody's paying, you know, hundreds upon hundreds of dollars to go get that micro needling done. And this here, you can do it right at home, your own self-control. I don't know if you can necessarily, trying to zoom in here. Can't. Okay. So you can't really see it, but there are these micro little needles up here, okay? And don't get intimidated by that. It's actually kind of cool and scary at the same time, especially when you go to use it, you're going to feel it. You're definitely going to feel it. This is not for the faint of heart. However, the results are just tremendous. So when you use this, what this does is it sends shock to your skin. It makes your brain think that your skin is injured. So it shoots extra collagen and extra vessels to that area. So basically it's producing collagen in that area to give you a tighter, firmer skin. It's basically healing itself, right? So it's going to give you that lift, that pull without having to go to a surgery, which is awesome. I love it. This you should not use every day. I was doing that for a hot minute and was like, I'm not seeing anything. Why? Well, I wasn't giving my skin time to heal, because with this, you should only use it maybe twice a week max. And the reason being is because it really just, your skin needs to heal in order for you to see that tightening. Okay. So I'm going to use it tonight because it's been a week and a half since I've used it. So I'm going to use it tonight. We use it by turning it on. Yay, that little red light. So that little red light is kind of cool. I kind of feel that it's a little more gimmicky than it is anything else. It is that UV light, that red UV light is actually killing some bacteria. So when you're rolling it over your skin, this is great for pre-acne. Nothing that, let's see how my mind went. Nothing that has a big pustule on it, but oh my God, I feel a pimple forming. Your best friend. Okay, so we're going to start by doing this. I'm going to start in the forehead area. The pressure that I'm using is not severe. I am not pressing hard. Trust me, if you press hard, you must have leather on your face because it does prick. That's what got me into this mess. Anyway, so you're going to switch it up, okay? You don't necessarily have to do this in one direction or the other, but because I am doing one side of my face. Now you can use this up underneath your eye, okay? You don't have to take it all the way to the lid. I like to just go across the bone, up and around my eye, up into the brown bow area, just so that my lid gets that nice lift down my face. Now this also has a lip guard so that you can use it across your lips. I think it's a waste of money because if you're silly enough to open your mouth while you're doing this across your lips, I don't know what would possess you to do that, but right across your lips. Okay. So now that I've done that, turning it off, then I'm going to spray it with disinfectant. That's all you have to do, okay? I like to turn it back on and give it a little spin, okay? And then put your cover on. And then you're disinfected and good to go. This is one of those devices I don't recommend sharing because it is puncturing your skin. But if you follow that disinfection routine, you could. I myself am sketchy on that. So moving on, going into my serum. Now what, sorry, I bumped the camera. Oh no. There you are. Okay. So going into serums, I am going to be using a capsule serum by LMS. I love LMS. LMS is another good one. They're hit and miss though. So their Beauty Balm. So LMS, if you're paying attention. Their Beauty Balm is something to die for. I have worn the thickest, deepest drag makeup ever. Like, we're talking layers of drag makeup, and that stuff melts all of it off, even your lashes, boop, off, everything off. It's beautiful. I do love their serums. This is one of my favorite. This is the Cellular Recovery. There is a night and day in here. As you can see, you can probably guess which is night, which is day, but day, night. That's my puppy. It's trash night. He's going to go crazy. Okay. So the trick is with these. Now, this is another one where I see a lot of people abuse a product. This is for your whole face. Look at that. Look at the size of that. This is for your whole face. Okay. And the way it works is you pop off the little top here. And then we're going to pour it into the palm of your hand. And look, that's all it is, really. I'm going to massage it onto both hands. And then now once again, only half of my face. So we are going to press. Now, when you work with a serum is meant to be pressed into your skin, okay? And what that does is that you're pushing it in through your pores and into your skin. And a lot of people get worried about serums. They're like, oh, the oils. Okay. More education. Hope you have your notebook. So there are many different oils out there, okay? And as I'm pressing this into my skin, I'm going to let you know right now, stop lathering coconut oil on your face and thinking that that's helping something. It's not. It's a different molecular level. Do you understand that? So what that means is that these oils are refined so that our skin can process them in an even manner. Same with olive oil. Any of those oils on your skin that you are putting on as a moisturizer or a serum-esque kind of thing, you're not reaping any benefits. You're just clogging pores. So they are good, however, to remove makeup. A pre-cleanse before cleansing, great for that too. However, I don't want to waste it. However, once again, just be very careful that you're not abusing it. Okay. All right. So now that we have pressed in our serum, my other face, this side's going, no, it's so dry. Okay. No. So there are some tools out there that if you have it, I'm just going to show it to you. I find this one to be absolutely ridiculous. I think it's overpriced, gimmicky. God bless you if you have it and if you love it. And if you love it and you have it and you use it, good for you. But I actually do find it to be a little gimmicky. It is fun. It does make it's like a little massage for your face. So it's great. There you are. Oh, it's backwards. So this is by Cosmetics. Okay. And what it is this. I'm sure you've seen it online. Yeah, it looks like a weird sexual device. Anyway. So if you have your serum on, you would hold it right here.